Hi, my name is Chris Douglas. We're here in Denver, Colorado, and I've got a pig head here today. I'm going to go ahead and take the ears off and the tongue. We're going to brine that overnight, and then we're going to take the face off. Once we have the face off, I'll take that and do a nice cure on it overnight. We'll do some salt, some sugar, some spices, and some herbs. I got into butchery about 2.5 years ago at the French Laundry, and since then I've come back to Denver. I've been working in a place called the Squeaky Bean. I'm no longer there, but I was there. I was kind of doing sous chef, kitchen manager, and then got into butchery also there. It's a craft I really like. I think it's kind of almost a lost craft. It's obviously starting to come back, back to the scene with all the charcuterie that's going on right now. I just like, working with the animals, being not one with them, but, appreciating them, tasting them, and learning about them. One of the things at the Bean, when I was at Squeaky Bean, I started bringing lots of different proteins in to try from different ranches, and it was astonishing how much of it had no flavor. Well, it had flavor, but you couldn't tell if it was chicken, veal, pork, really what was going on there. So I started educating myself a little bit more about it, and kind of came to the terms about doing kind of the same philosophy that you see right now with farm to table, with the vegetables. That being, really taking attention to detail with the product. So I've been starting to talk to ranchers, tour slaughterhouses, and I believe this way, if you have your relationship set up with those people, when you go to break the animal, you can critique it better because you know what's going on. You've been educated through the rancher, slaughterhouse. And then with that said, you can go ahead and taste it. Maybe you don't like the mouthfeel, or it's too sweet. Maybe you see that it's hung incorrectly, or it's got bruises on it from transport. So if you have that relationship set up with those two people, the rancher and the slaughterhouse, you're able to hopefully go back to them and discuss what you did not like or what you did like. With the whole farm to table, there's all this emphasis on the vegetables again. I mean, I feel like we're losing focus of the protein a little bit. You hear a lot about, so there's half the head. I'm going to do 2 of them so we can do nice little torsions. Let me set this aside. So now that we've taken off one side, I'm going to go ahead and clean it up. So as I was saying, having that relationship with all those people allows you to critique it better, have a superior product. You hear a lot about fish and how is the fish killed? How is it in transport? All those little things. They definitely make a difference, and they make a difference with the animal too. How far was that animal trekked to the slaughterhouse? What's the slaughterhouse like? Did they put a lot of stress into the animal? All those things, I believe, definitely make a superior product. So, living here in Denver, we have the beautiful Rocky Mountains, but a lot of people, I think, forget that we have half the state is these flat plains with lots of ranchers on it. So, I'd like to start building up a relationship with them, which allows us to showcase, our beautiful livestock and our ranchers, hopefully, putting a little bit more energy in the food scene here in Denver. That's a big part of why I'd like to win the show. Hi, we're back here the next day. We have our pig head here that we let cure overnight. Went ahead and braised off the tongue and ears, and we stuffed that in there. We also made a stock with the pig skull, which makes a nice real porky stock. So once we finish tying this, we'll go ahead and braise it for a couple hours in that pig stock. Kind of already rolled it as a torchon, but I like to add a little This obviously helps tighten it up. Go ahead and do that to the other side. After it poaches, we'll let it hang for a couple days in the walk-in, and then after that, it should be ready to go. You can slice it nice and thin, or you could cut it like 1/4 inch and sear it up. There we go, nice firm torchon for poaching. Cheers.